It's a warm summer evening in the town of Moonlight Falls at 6:45 p.m. On your way home from work, you pass Sam's Market Diner and decide to stop in for a quick bite. 20 minutes later, a friendly waitress drops off a steaming plate of goopy carbonara at your table. As you shovel the first forkful into your mouth, the diner's television changes from a sporting event to a late-breaking news bulletin. This is Bob Newby reporting to you live with late-breaking news right here in Sunset Valley. A few minutes ago, Dr. Morgana Wolf, Chief of Staff at Sacred Spleen Memorial Hospital, held a press conference regarding the discovery of a life-threatening virus. Over the past 24 hours, 12 cases of this virus were reported at the emergency room. If you experience nausea or fever, report to the local emergency facility immediately. Until further notice, the town of Sunset Valley is considered quarantined, and police officials are not letting anyone in or out. Channel 6 will provide any updates if information becomes available. Thank you and good evening. You glance around at the other patrons who share your shocked expression. If they quarantined a whole town, this must be serious. You finish your meal, pay the bill, and head home. At 7:40 p.m., you unlock your front door and flip on the lights immediately, followed by the television. Channel 6 is still broadcasting the sporting event, and you breathe a sigh of relief. I'm sure they have this under control, right? You think. The evening passes without further incident, and you crawl into bed and turn on your bedroom TV before drifting off to sleep. Around 2:03 a.m., you are startled awake by the loud beeps of an emergency broadcast message. A reporter appears, this time visibly shaken. This is Channel 12 reporting to you live from Midnight Falls. Please be advised that a state of emergency has been declared in the town of Sunset Valley. A widespread virus has devastated the town's population, with 37 cases currently reported. The virus has claimed 28 lives at the time of this broadcast, and 7 of the remaining 9 are in critical condition. Medical and science teams have joined forces to combat the infestation threatening to destroy this once serene town. The disease is reported extremely lethal. Due to the risk of potential spread, Moonlight Falls has implemented a mandatory curfew requiring all students to stay in their homes until further notice. If you believe you may have contracted the virus, or if you need other emergency assistance, contact the Emergency Response Service at the number on the screen. Thank you. At 6:17 a.m., it's been a rough night and you've barely slept. You pour yourself an early morning cup of coffee and make your way to the couch for another news report. Good morning. Further events concerning the virus that ravaged Sunset Valley have unfolded. Martial law has now been declared on the streets of Sunset Valley. The death toll continues to rise, and citizens are resorting to desperate acts of crime to survive. Scientists have reported the virus is strongly believed to lie dormant in host sims who contain a genetic resistance to it. Anyone who comes in direct contact with the host becomes a carrier who must either develop antibodies to force the virus back into dormancy, or their bloodstream is poisoned, leading to organ shutdown and death. The survival rate in humans is 1 out of every 12 infected. There have been very few reported cases in the supernatural community. Scientists are calling it the T12 virus, but survivors in Sunset Valley are rumored to have been giving it a very different name called the Doomsday virus. So guys, this is a new LP I'm going to be doing. That's just a little backstory on what's happening in the towns right now. As you can tell, we are not in either of those towns. We are in Lunar Lakes, but we did come from one of those towns. Now, I do have a pretty big family, but you'll understand in just a second. Hey, there's the little thing. So it's just kind of giving you guys a very beautiful view to look at as I read you guys the backstory of what's going to be happening or what's been happening in this story. So this is called the Doomsday Challenge, I believe. Is that what it's called? Countdown to Doomsday Challenge. And there's a lot to it, but I'm going to go through it, and it takes you through it very simply, and it's pretty easy to understand. I mean, if you want a challenge, this is one for you. So this is one that I found on Mod The Sims, and I found it today. And the reason I was looking for a new challenge, and I know I had said I was not going to be doing any new challenges or anything, but I felt like I was kind of giving like Spoiled Amnesia a little bit of a little extra sunshine on it because I was doing it 2 days a week and it wasn't with any of the others. So I kind of felt like, let that one kind of calm down just like the others and let this one kind of take its place. And I thought because this one has, only a certain amount of days that we'll be playing it, it's not that big of a deal and it sounds really exciting. So right now we're in Lunar Lakes, and the reason that we're in Lunar Lakes is because we lived in Moonlight Falls. And when it started to spread from Sunset Valley, I'm saying, and I'm saying this off of my own story, that Midnight Falls is right next to Sunset Valley. So we moved to the next town over, or a couple towns over, which is Lunar Lakes. And Lunar Lakes is one of those places that it takes an awfully long time to get here, so we felt like this was a very safe and a place that the virus couldn't get to very easily, because obviously someone who's infected would have to come here and bring it here. Now, I'm not saying that it's not going to come here, because we don't know. So as of right now, this is day 60 of the challenge. You have to go down to day 0, so you count like backwards in days. So right now we're on day 60, and today is called the T12 Threshold 0, which means that nobody in the town has the virus. So we're okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to my Sims, and I only have 2. The other ones are just our roommates, which we brought with us from Moonlight Falls. We don't really know them. They were just residents who we had to get out of the town before it got too late. So they're here with us, and they're going to be living with us, and we bought like a shelter kind of, and I'll go ahead and show you that after that, but I want to show you my Sims first. So my first Sim is Millie. Millie is very original. She's got her own very original hair color. She was born and raised in Moonlight Falls, so she's not very happy about being here, but she is, ready to test her fate in the world and see if she's meant to live. She has the traits absent-minded, savvy sculptor, frugal, light sleeper, and diva. There's many reasons why I chose these traits on top of some other things. Now, she has 30 days until she ages, and she has to have that. She'll have 30 days for young adulthood and adulthood. All the others are just set to the normal lifespan that you get on setting normal or whatever it is. Anyways, so she likes lilac, she likes key lime pie, and Chinese music. Now, she is very different, as you can tell by her hair. She's very different. She's very different. And she's also married to Mason. Now, Mason, he's actually was born and raised in Sunset Valley, but when he saw Millie, when he went over there one day to go to a party, he fell in love and they got married, and they've just been really happy. They haven't really talked about children or anything because they've only been married for about 3 years, but they're really happy and they were getting pretty wealthy, as you can see. And they've just been living their lives and just having a great old time. That was until the virus started to spread, and he got really scared, and he wanted to make sure that nothing happened to Millie. So he ran her out of town with him and brought a couple of the people from their old town. Now, the only reason they were okay with bringing these sets of people, was because they had them all tested before they left. So, Mason is a natural cook. He is handy, charismatic, green thumb, computer whiz. He likes gray, vegetarian, lobster thermidor, and roots music. Now, he only has 29 days, and I'm going to leave it. I could reset it to 0, but he's only lost, 1 day. So it's not really that big of a deal. And his whole lifetime wish is to become the culinary librarian. And what he has to do for that is he has to learn all the cooking recipes. And then Millie wants to be the descendant of Da Vinci, which is to learn the inventing, painting, and sculpting careers. So she's got quite a bit ahead of her. Looking at points-wise, she gets about 10,000 more points. But like I said, we won't be leaving this house very often. Now, looking at the house, this is what it looks like. I did build this myself, so it's not going to be like in the town when you move here or anything. It's officially made by me. I got my inspiration for this house from the lot across the road, kind of, but then I kind of changed it up to my own and just really played with it and had a good time. So let me go ahead and show you the house and show you what I've done with it, and then we can go on from there. Alright, so heading on down to the top level, I guess you could say. This is going to be Millie and Mason's room. I believe I've already locked the doors and everything. Yeah. This is Millie and Mason's bedroom. They're going to be staying up here on the 3rd floor. And this is their bathroom over here. They're going to be using this, and it is locked to only them, I believe. No, it's not. So I need to make sure that her and Mason go in there. Alright, so they're going to be the only ones using that bathroom. Now I've got a treadmill here. I'm going to put the walls down on cutaway. I got a treadmill here because it's really important for this, and I'll get into that in just a little bit. There is an inventing bench, obviously, because she needs it for her lifetime wish, and there's a painting easel because she also needs that as well. Now, as you can see, I put in the Island Paradise ladders in. I just thought that was a good way to save some space for us. So I'm going to go ahead and go down to the next floor. Now, I do have this set up to be certain people's rooms. So this is two of them, and then this bathroom here, it has 2 doors to it, just because it's very small and very complex, and also because this bedroom over here doesn't have a bathroom, so they'll be sharing with these guys over here. This is the sculpting bench that she's going to need. Whoops, I was doing a play, I was trying to make sure everything in the house worked, and I wanted to make sure that would work with the windows like that, so alright, I scrapped that. There's a telescope here and a guitar over here that they could play if they want to. Now downstairs, this is the last bedroom that's in the house. They also have this bathroom off of their room, so whoever gets in here can only get in there. We do have this kitchen area, which I think is really nice. We have this small little living room, which has a radio and the TV. This is the plants from Into the Future. I think there's only one in the house. This is our bookshelf, and then there's just a community bathroom kind of thing here. Now outside, all there is a grill, a table with 8 chairs, because obviously we have 8 people in the household, and then 2 lounge chairs, which we can do whatever we want on, but I'm not sure we'll be spending too much time out there. So I hope you guys liked it, and let's go ahead and let me get on into what we're going to be doing today. Now for this challenge, you're not allowed to get a job, and you're not allowed to leave the lot. So we'll be kind of going a little bit stir crazy for a little while, but we'll be okay. None of the children are able to go to schools, so if we have children, they're going to have to be homeschooled, which I do believe I have that mod in so they can be homeschooled as well. And if you can't do homeschooling and you don't want to do the mod, all you got to do is delete the school and you're fine to go. Now today is the day that we've got here. We just arrived here and we know nothing about the town and we have no idea what's about to hit. So I don't even know what's going to hit except for today because I've read it just to make sure I know what I'm doing. So really right now what we're going to be doing is just working on skills and our lifetime wishes until we're told what other else things that we have to do or we can do. So every so often, like I mentioned today is day 60. It's the T12 threshold 0. No one in the town is infected, and when it says 0, it means you don't have to roll to see if we're infected at all. And I'll get more into if we're infected in a little bit, later on in the episodes. But if we have a high athletic skill, it will help with if we become infected or not. So we're really going to be pushing Millie and Mason on making sure that they have very high athletics because it's very important for them. And I really would love them to get their lifetime wishes done. I chose things that didn't have to do with careers for that fact that we could actually do those. Plus I placed all the items in here so that we could actually do it as well. Now today is our Sims first day. And we have a couple of things that are going to be happening today because today is an event day. It'll either be event days or it won't be. So if it's not an event day, we just keep working on skills and doing what we kind of want to do, but staying on the home lot. And we'll have some breaks in between event days. So it won't be just plain 60 days. Well, in all it will be, but it won't be like every day is an event day. So some days we'll just be able to play Sims and not have to worry about anything. And then other days we'll have to worry about the events that are happening in the world. So for right now, we're not going to worry about anything until around about 2 o'clock, or 4 o'clock. But as you can tell, it's almost 4 o'clock already, so I need to start worrying about it right now, and I'm going to get into that in just a second. It says, let me see. We've been instructed that we have to stay in our home. However, at 8 a.m. this morning, the following emergency message aired on either, we could say, the radio, because we were on our way here, and it announced over the radio. For emergency purposes only, this town is allowing residents to leave their home for a brief interval to gather supplies at an emergency outpost established at the local grocery store and bookstore. Supplies are limited, so each household may only spend up to $300 at the grocery store and $700 at the bookstore, if only they desire and have the money. Residents are being released on a street-by-street basis. Residents on our street are being released at 4 p.m. and must be back in our home by 6:30. The streets will be blockaded, impassable until the indicated times. Anyone not returning in time will encounter the police, have all their items that they just purchased confiscated, and returned to their homes. And any collectibles that we find on the way, we can keep if we find any. So right now, we need to think about what we need to buy for books and for foods. Now, obviously, we're not going to be able to leave the lot, and we don't want to be spending all of our money because we don't know what's coming up. So Mason, since he is the green thumb of the family, he's going to be doing the gardening, and he's also going to be working on fixing up all the stuff around the house that needs to be fixed up, possibly making it self-cleaning so we don't have to deal with it. He'll be cooking the meals, and he can, if we had a computer, he would have been able to hack into it and do all that kind of stuff. I didn't buy one, but we always can, because we can always go into buy mode. Now, she, on the other hand, is going to be the one who's focusing more on the money, but she also can clip coupons that are in the newspaper to save us a little bit of money. So I don't know if we have a newspaper or not, but that's okay. We don't really need it. She is the savvy sculptor, so she's going to be sculpting quite a bit as well to make a little bit of money without having to leave the lot, and I kind of figured that was probably a good idea. All right, so let's go ahead and let it just get to 4 o'clock. All right, let's see. All right, it's 4 o'clock now, and I'm going to be taking these guys out to first, we're going to head over to the grocery store. So let's go ahead and have Mason go here with Millie. So go ahead, guys, and get on over here. And we're going to pick up our groceries, and then we'll go ahead and... Where is everyone going? Guessing they're leaving. I don't know. I don't know where they're going. I think they've lost their minds. The mascot's here. Hi, mascot. Okay, I really don't care. Alright, so let's see. Well, I don't know why they're going to the art gallery, but that's fine. Alright, so Mason, I want you to go in here and shop for books. And Millie, we're going to stay here with you for just a second. And the only reason I'm taking them both is because getting them both off the lot is going to be a good idea. Now, we don't want to interact with other people because they may be infected, so we need to stay with who we've pretty much got right now. Alright, let's get all this. Hot dogs, white caps. I don't know if you use those for anything, but cheese, carrots, eggs, banana. Do some more eggs because we can't really do that, you know, grow them or whatever. Watermelon, pumpkin, lime. Now we can only spend $300, remember, so we don't want to go over. Bell pepper, garlic, patties, a roast chicken, a steak, this. Yeah, see, we're already over. But I'm going to go through and figure out what we're going to keep and what we're not. Alright, so what's the most expensive items? So do it by price. So take the truffles off. Maybe do only 3 eggs. Alright, do 1 egg. Alright, take this off. There we go. Now do some more eggs. And this thing in my ear is blaring. I don't know what it is, but it needs to knock it off. Alright, so we're going to spend $2.97. I don't believe there's anything for like $3, so we're okay. Buy those. What is that? Man, is that this? Yeah, it's a movie theater, I think, right? Yeah, that's just really loud in my ear. Man. Alright, and now we gotta head over quickly to the... We gotta head over to the bookstore pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and go there. And I know the bookstore is right here. See, we don't want her doing that. And that's exactly what I knew she was gonna do. So let's get you to go here with Millie. Man, that's loud. Stop it. It's too loud, to be honest. It's like blaring in your ear. Alright, there we go. That's better. Get away from that. That's for sure. Alright, let's get Millie to go in this time, and she's going to shop for the books. What do you want to do? Learn the science skill? Millie, okay, that's fine. You want to send a text to Grady Bright. Who's Grady Bright? Oh, nope. It's probably the idiotic, whatchamacallit guy. Alright, so we can only spend $300 at the bookstore. No, $700 at the bookstore. $300 at the food store, $700 here. So we're just going to get all of the recipes that we can. And that gets us about 75 short. He wanted to learn the science skill. I don't really know for what, but I would rather grab the inventing book. And then we've got about 25 more simoleons that we can spend. So we're just going to pick up this Flamingo Dancer book because at least then we're up to 75 and it gives us something fun to read. So we're going to go ahead and buy those. Now it sounds like I have no volume, which is so weird. Alright. So let's go up and let's go over here. And I'm going to send you here with... Really, everyone should be going here. And let's get you to go here. Now she wants to learn the painting. She can't take a class in it, but she can, and she can't go to the library. She can buy worth something 500. Is Grady... Alright. Nope, go back and get that one. You're not going to learn the science because we didn't pick up the books, so you can't do it. And you're not enrolling in university either. Alright, now I have no idea why there's no noise at all. This is just going crazy. This world is crazy. Alright, did you get that taken care of? You want to learn the cooking skill? Well, I'd love for you to do that because you absolutely need to do that. And I'm not worried about that either. Alright, now Millie, on the other hand... Alright guys, hold on. I gotta fix this volume thing. There's something odd with it. Okay, so now it says, as you get home later that evening, another emergency broadcast was received notifying everyone that cases of the T12 virus have been discovered in a neighboring town. Officials recommend that while the virus has not been reported in our town, precautions will continue to be in place and residents should prepare for the worst. Okay, that is all of our event for today, but that does not mean that today is over. We still have a lot we need to do. We need to get her upstairs, and I want her to practice with sculpting. I don't want you to be talking with people. I want you to come home, and I want you to go ahead and serve up some autumn salad for everyone for dinner. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff into the fridge because I don't believe he can plant any of this. Come on. Where can we put this stuff? Yeah, he can't plant. He can plant this. Whatever he can plant, I'm going to plant right now and just get it taken care of because we're obviously going to need to keep the garden going. And if stuff pops up on our lot, we will be one lucky person because we really do need some seeds and things to pop up so we can get that taken care of. But like I said, I can't promise anything. So, we're just doing what we can do. Alright, now, that's garlic. The watermelon you can't do anything with. The cheese. The pumpkin. The steak. The lime. The onion. The grapes. The apple and all that you can. Sure, Alistair can talk if he wants. The banana. The bell pepper. The hamburger patties. That you can. We'll put the 2 eggs in here. The link sausages. The carrots. The 2 mushrooms can stay out. The potato can go in there. And then we should be good. Alright, now what I want you to do when you're done is I want you to go ahead and... I do want you to call the household to the meal, even knowing I don't want you to grab another plate. Alright, you want to have your fortune told? Nah, we're not doing that. Alright, Millie, you want to socialize with the supernatural? Nah. Okay. And when Mason is done, is everyone coming home? I can control these people? What? Why don't you guys come home? You guys are not supposed to be out. I don't even know why they're out, to be honest with you. I really don't. Alright, when he's done planting all that, I want him to come upstairs and work out. Why is that on? It's so weird. It's so random. Alright, and then... Millie, I want you to go ahead and eat when you're done. Okay, you're going to do that. Alright, let's see. Is everyone home? I think everyone's home. Alright, let's get you all in here to eat. I'm not going to control them. I just want them to get in here and eat. And then I'll be good. Okay, let's get you in here to eat. You're already going to do it, and you're already going to do it. Okay. I'm not going to worry about you then. Alright, you just grasp the basics of sculpting, which is great because it's part of your lifetime wish. And what do you want to do? Join the sculptor career? Probably. Yep. How did I guess that one? Alright, make a clay sculpture. What's wrong with it? Do we need to get a new one? Because it was like on already. Hold on. Whoa. I don't know what that was. What do we consider that? Alright, is this like... Do I have move objects on? Okay, that was random. Okay, go ahead and use it then. You should be able to use it now. I mean, it is a new one. I don't know. It looked weird. It was on, and I think that might something. It might have glitched or something. So let's just go and let you work out. Can you use it now? Yeah, there you go. You can get on there and use it now. That's good. All right, Millie, you are fine. And her name is spelled M-I-L-L-Y. I thought about doing it I-E, but I thought, nah, I'll just do Y. It'll be fine. All right, so you guys are all taken care of. What is your guys' problem down here? There's plenty of food. Come and grab a plate. It's not that hard. He's probably going to make something. He's making hot dogs. Whatever. Jerk. Everyone else ate my food. Why are no one sitting here? Everyone's going outside in the rain to eat. You guys make no sense to me sometimes, but I'm not going to get into that one either. Okay. So you guys go ahead and do what you guys need to do. Millie, finish up that sculpture and we'll make a little bit of money and then we should be pretty okay. Okay, shoot. You know what? I forgot to set my alarm, so I'm just going to have to set it for what I'm going to guess. And hopefully it'll be pretty close. I'm not too sure, but... Okay. So I might be going over a little bit, but some of this was pretty much the reading of the story, and that was a pretty long story. I'm not going to lie to you. So, yeah. Alright, so Mason, when you get this skill point, that would be great if you could get it tonight, and then I'm going to let you use your bathroom, and then I'm going to let you come over here and sleep, And then Millie, when you're done, let's get you to eat, and then we'll get you upstairs to go ahead and sleep as well. And then I need her to work out tomorrow. Who is having a fit? That guy already found his bed. I don't know. There's a lot of food down here, though. So, Millie, when you're done eating, can you please put away the leftovers? What are you up to? Sculpting level 2? Nice. Okay. Did she finish? Alright, you could sell that thing. Look at her go. Yeah, I know, you just gotta use the stairs to go downstairs. Alright, people are dancing together. Oh, slow dancing together, too. Man. Can you change the type of plant this is? Yeah, so set the plant type. Do the... What's the dogwood? That's pretty cool. I like that one. Oh, you're gonna go outside now? Why is there food on the floor? Come on, people. Don't be wasting food. Alright, you just learn athletic skill? Great. That's really going to help us in the future, and I really need to max it out as fast as I can. So, you know what we're going to be doing a lot of? We're going to be doing a lot of running on the treadmill. Not that it really matters now that you don't break a sweat, because you already did it, but it's better than going totally nasty and then having to go back up from there. Look at you painting. Man. You go ahead and paint. You can make some free money for us. That'd be nice. Alright, guys. I'm going to turn this... Oh, no, you guys are dancing. Okay. I was going to say I'm going to turn it off, but... If you're dancing, I can't. Alright, and when you're done with that, let's get you to bed. Speaking of, before all this gets too crazy, let me just do this quickly. NROS, story progression. I forgot to do the town options thing and changing that. So let me do that right now before anyone starts getting married or anything crazy starts happening. Alright, there we go. Everything should be okay now. Alright, so we only need one more sim to get into bed in that room. There was only one more bed open in that room. Both of these beds are open. And then it's just our beds upstairs. So there's plenty of room to do all this. Now this just looks ridiculous with the windows there. I may have to do something different with windows, like possibly putting this in the center and maybe taking out the two windows. I'm not really sure, but I don't really like the way it is. But like I said, I don't know how long we'll be staying here, so who knows. Alright, what happened? You've learned enough traits already? Oh yeah, plus here in this town, I'll be playing with the seasons all set to 7 because that's one of the requirements. And like I said, the aging has to be set to 30 for both young adult and adult. But those are really the only rules that you have to change about anything, really. You could pretty much have your settings on anything. So that's pretty cool. Alright, Mason, once you get in bed, I'm going to go ahead and cut out, and we'll have to come back when you guys are getting up. So let's get you over here and get you into bed. And you should be fine to get in bed. I mean, you are married. Your relationship's not the greatest, but you are married. So come on, give me a break. That's how it works. Alright, now there is a sequel to this. So once we're done with this one, it goes on to the next part. And I already know, I've already found the next part. So we're fine there. So we'll be doing that next. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and let these guys sleep, and I'll be back when Millie or Mason is getting up. The other ones I really don't care about, so I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so Millie is getting up. She's gotten a full night's rest so far. It does take a while because the beds are really cheap. I just matched them to the set that came with Lunar Lakes. Some people are heading off to work, but I thought now that since I can control them, I thought about just having them all quit and just selling their cameras instead. You came with a baby book. You're just the weirdest person I know. So let's get you to all quit your work. So stop, and let's get you to quit. Because they're not supposed to leave the lot. That's the whole thing. And then you need to come home. Man, you've already got flowers in here and everything, don't you? You can go ahead and quit. Yeah. you can sell this. And then let's let you quit and sell this. Let's go ahead and let you quit. That's not what I meant to do. Let's see. Let's go ahead and let you quit. And then go home. Because we're not supposed to be leaving the lot. That's the whole thing. So I really don't want them leaving if they don't have to. And if they don't have to have a job, then I'm not going to worry about it. Yes. Alright, so no one should have a job now. Well, I mean, when he gets up, he won't. You're unemployed. You're calling right now. You're calling. Yes. You're calling. You're coming home. Okay. No, I don't want you reading a book. I want you getting over and eating. So go ahead and eat the hot dogs. Okay, Millie. My friend, you needed to eat and you didn't. So please eat hot dogs. Okay. So pretty much everyone should be here and no one should have a job. I mean, he's calling right now, so that's fine. Alright, that's fine. You're unemployed. You're unemployed and you're here. You're unemployed and you're here. You're here and unemployed and you're here and unemployed. Okay. So that means that everything is fine. We don't have to worry about none of it and we're just okay with what we've got. I was like, what was that? But it was his foot coming down and it like scared me because I had no idea. Alright, now I do want you to come over here and work out with the TV. So go ahead and do a cardio workout and just don't break a sweat. Millie's learning her skill up here on the treadmill. So that's good as well. Alright, Millie. Alright, you're going to clean up. That would be good. Please don't burn our house down. We really don't want you to burn our house down. I think she just burned the meal and that's it. Which is fine. She can burn it. Just don't burn the house down. That's all I care about. Alright, just don't break a sweat. Alright, I received a new gift. That's fine. Can you not work out with the TV? You know what? Do this. Turn it off. And now work out with it. Now you can do it. He's like, okay, now I will. Now that we turned it off on poor Alfonso. David. I always think his name is Alfonso for some odd reason. Alright, and everything is out of your inventory. And you need to give all these to poor Mason. He needs these. So today is day 59. So we are moving down closer to 0, but we still have to survive quite a few days. So we should be okay. And there is no event for today. So today is just a skill building and, you know, getting to know the people in our household kind of day. Nothing much else than that. And this book can go in the bookshelf since we're not really worried about it. I'm going to let her keep the inventing. Actually, just put it in the bookshelf. If she needs it, then it's in there. Alright, you keep working out. You keep working out as well, because you need to work out. And it seems like she's got her first skill in athletics, so that's great. Alright, when you're done, you want to learn cooking. I bet you $1,000,000 there's a cooking book in here. Nope, there's not. Oh, that's really annoying. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and let you serve up some... See, all we have is macaroni and cheese, and I don't want to cook that yet. That's why I wish that wasn't like an option that they could cook on their own, but there's nothing I can really do about it. Alright, when you're done, get up here and use and shower. Millie, when you're done, please hurry up so you can eat. And then when you're done eating, you can come up and use and shower. And since you're too fatigued to keep working out, you're going to come over here and scrap that thing. You're going to go ahead and sculpt out of clay. And then you should be just fine. Alright. Mason, you're doing just fine as well. What are you doing? I have no idea. You're just standing there holding a plate of horrifying quality waffles. If that's not weird, then I don't know what is. Alright. So let's see. Mason, you're up to athletic skill level 2, which is perfect. That's really important. The athletic skill is very, very, very important. It's like a life or death situation without it. So, it could either save us from death, or it could, if we don't have enough, it could kill us. So, we really, really got to make sure we get through this athletic skill. That's the most important for us right now, and in between when we're fatigued, I want to work on our lifetime wishes. That was kind of my thought. And that's why I did the skills, because I thought, skill building's pretty easy. We could do that pretty quickly. Buddy, you're not supposed to be taking food out of the fridge that costs money. At least I didn't do it, and it was somebody in our household, so, to us, it's not really going to benefit us. It's really going to hurt us. Them using all of our money all the time, it's going to make us broke, and then if we have to move and we don't have enough money, we're not going to get a house that we absolutely need. So that's kind of what I'm scared about from leaving this house, because I know it's going to come at one point or another, and we're not going to live here forever. But, I don't want that to happen. And since Millie doesn't have a job, we don't have to worry about, should we have a baby? Shouldn't we have a baby? We can do it at whatever time we're ready. And then we'll just start kicking out some of the roommates and fill it with kids. So, at least the roommates, we don't have to take care of them. So that's a good thing. Alright, so you're sore. That's fine. It's okay. You're fatigued, which is good, because that means you have 7 hours to work on sculpting and making some money. Now, I could have her up here inventing and all that, but I'm not too worried about her inventing. Painting, that's going to take forever, so we do need to work on that. But I want to get sculpting, because I know we can make pretty good money with sculpting. And then once we get sculpting pretty good and we're making some good money, and I don't really have to worry about them keep cooking, then we should be okay to go ahead and just do whatever else we need. Alright, Millie, are you out of that shower yet? No. Alright, and when he's done with that, he needs to work on cooking. And first off, you need to put this away. And then second off, I want you to go ahead and I want you to start making everything. Alright, then we're going to get you to read that book. Read handiness. That way we get that taken care of. We should have gotten a cooking book, but actually don't read handiness. We're going to get you to read all these. So, let's see. Can you read that? No. No. Nope. Nope. He must not have his cooking to level 1. Because some of these I know you can read when you're at level 1. Some of them you can't, so I get that. You want a garden. Oh yeah, we do need to check that, don't we? Why don't you come out and talk to your plants? That way you'll take care of the garden as well. And now that you're not going to take care of this because someone just drops it on the floor, I have to put it away for you. Alright, you go ahead and keep sculpting and making us a little bit of money, and that way we'll be okay. Not that we really need it. We could have had as much money as I wanted them to when we started, but I think we had right around 50,000, and I thought, well, that should be enough. But now thinking about it, it depends on how many times we have to move around. If we have to move around a lot, then we're kind of screwed. And I don't know how much this house is worth, but I'm sure it's worth a pretty penny. I'm just not sure how many houses are going to be as big as we're going to need them to be. So, alright, you keep working on this and you'll be just fine. When he's not fatigued anymore, we'll get him out there doing other things that he needs to do. Alright. I wish he could work out, but it's going to say he's too fatigued. Yeah. Which is fine. It makes sense. Hot dogs, tofu dogs, and waffles in there right now. That is just too much. And I think we got to pay bills. So let's see. Go ahead and pay the bills for $630. We do need to accept gifts as well. I also have to have someone read this. and check the weather, and then go ahead and that should be good. You want to buy a computer. We're not going to France. Who's this? Paparazzi. Alright, well, you did do that, so. Alright, Millie. You continue to work on that, because that's something we really need to do. You all are crazy over here. Alright, so she's getting a little farther. This is pretty good. Now, if I saw someone talking to their plants outside of their house, I would totally think they were crazy. Just to say. Alright, so you don't really need anything. You don't really need anything. You're still fatigued for 5 more hours, and you're fatigued for 3 more hours. Alright, people are dancing together. That's fine. As long as they just don't get jobs. That's all I care about. This man, what are you reading? Technology for Luddits. If he wants to. Alright, are you almost up to the next skill in sculpting? What is this? Assassination? I don't even know what that means. Alright, sculpting and athletic is what she's got for that. You want to see a symphony? Sorry, you can't. You ain't going out on the town. Alright, so let's see. She's up to level 3 in sculpting. Man, she is fast. But she's also a savvy sculptor. You gotta remember that. So she will be faster. Sure, he can talk. Make a wood sculpture? Absolutely. We can do that next. First, I want to sell this one because it looks pretty good. Alright. How about you? You want to acquire an elixir? Nah, I'm not going to do that. I mean, if we get one in the mail, that's great. But if not, not really worried about it. Alright, so you're talking with that plant now. It'd be funny if you saw all of the plants in his, like, relationships. That would be pretty funny. Alright, that's fine. And then the only other thing I think I need to do here at the mailbox is just collect gifts before I end. And then we should be good to go for this episode. Uh-oh. We got some relationships starting up downstairs. This is pretty funny. Alright, so let's get this taken care of. You're almost done. And then you got about 2 hours till you can, well, about 1 hour now, till you can work out again. So you should be just fine. Alright, there we go. How much is it worth? It's worth 38 simoleons. Alright. Okay. Let's go ahead. Oh, not that. Let's go ahead and sculpt with wood. That way you start your next one. Alright, what else is there here? Nothing. Waiting to see if... There we go. You could repair that. Alright, so Monday it's supposed to be moderate rainy. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is all sun. Alright, that's good. Now let's get you to recycle that when you're done with it. And now, Millie, you're working on that wood sculpture still, which is good. Alright, here's the gifts. Alright, that one's Hunger Games. Mega. Thanks for the stereo for Tanya in Moonlight Falls. Okay, this is from Dat West Virginia Girl. It says, thanks for the stereo for Tanya in Moonlight Falls. You're so very welcome. I'm going to go ahead and take it here in Lunar Lakes. You guys don't know I'm doing this yet, but that's okay. A jar of friendship. Perfect. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and send you something back. And I'll send you an elixir back. So, thanks for the jar. Oops, jar of friendship for Millie in my new LP. Alright, so there you go, and I hope you get something just as great back. This next one is from 987654614. This is the message from the game. And we're getting the Permapalm. Thank you so very much for that. Let me go ahead and send you back a gift. Thanks for the Permapalm for Millie. Whoops. Millie in my new LP. Alright, there we go. And this is from Dat West Virginia Girl as well. This is the message from the game. It's the quick tick wall clock. So thank you so much for that. It's pending friends. Whoops. Nope, no pending friends. Okay, we are ready to go. Alright, Mason. I need you to start. Yeah, you got some stuff to do actually. You received a gift and are absolutely thrilled about it. Okay. Len Sakamoto was seen recently stealing a peck on the cheek from Greta Sakamoto. Well, obviously they're in the same family, so I'm going to say it's probably okay. Alright. So she is working hard on this sculpting. I think that's level 3. So if that's level 3, then she's almost done 3. She's done like 3.5. More than 3.5 in this episode. So that's pretty cool. And Mason's down here repairing the toilet. Come on. I was going to say, we were just fixing that. But he got it fixed just in the nick of time. So he's also learned the basics of handiness, which is also great. Because that will help him out around the house. Plus he's also handy, so he'll do it quicker. And I want him to start upgrading objects as soon as he can. So, like, if I could upgrade anything right now, I'd be doing it. But I really don't think you can do anything. Not yet, anyways. Alright, let's go ahead and let you eat some hot dogs. And then I'm going to let you come upstairs. You're going to clean this and use it. And you should be fine. Alright, when you're ready... Actually, I should just stop you. I'm going to get you up here to work out. Alright guys, well I'm going to go ahead and end it here because we're just really skill building and things like that. When we come back, we'll be going into day 58. And day 58 may have an event or it may not, so we'll have to wait and see. If you guys like this, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.